Yo, what's going on guys? Badr is back with a new video, and today's video is finally a JD tutorial. JD tutorials are the most asked things in my channel, and I haven't been doing them, not because I don't want to, but because you guys only ask for how to make the whole thing. Let's take the Avengers the montage as an example. This montage took me literally 46 days to make. I can't put this whole 46 days into a one tutorial, but all of that changed after I posted the content vid where I make a montage in 4 hours. In only 4 hours I had to get clips and make a 3D scene and edit the whole thing. So I don't have that much time, so the 3D scene was very simple, but you guys seems to enjoy it. And I thought, why not make a tutorial about it? I asked you guys in the community tab in my YouTube channel and also in my social media, and you guys want it so bad. So let's not make this into way longer and let's get directly into it. As the title said, this is a complete beginner tutorial, but I will assume that you already know how to import your character into Blender. If you don't know how to do that, don't worry. There's 2 ways to do it. The first way is to get the character from the game files, which I personally use that way. It's a little bit complicated, but I will put a video in the description that will explain to you how to get the character that you want from the game files. If you don't want to do that, there's another way, and it's very easy and simple. It's that you get the character from a Blender Fortnite pack. I will put the link for some Blender Fortnite pack in the description. The problem with that, it's you can't find every single skin in the game. Like this skin right here, my main skin, I didn't find it in any Blender pack. But if you wanna use a popular skin like the Raider, the Icon Expert, those skins are always there. So after you get your skin and you import it into Blender, we want to animate it now. So in case to animate it, leave it at its place. Don't move it anywhere. And we will head up right here to File, go to Export, and let's select OBJ. Now save the skin wherever you want. Now, after the skin is exported, you want to head up to this website called Mixam. This is a website by the Adobe company, and it's completely free. All that you need is to sign up, or you can log in with your Google account, Facebook or Apple or whatever you want. After you log into the website, this is how it looks, and as you can see, there's a lot of 3D animations right there. I have a quick tip for you guys, it's that don't limit yourself with only the animations in this website. If you want an animation and you can't find it there, try to make it yourself. So let's get our character here and choose the animation that you want. To upload your character, you will go right here to upload character, select character file, and upload the file that you saved before. After your character is uploaded, click next, and now we want to put these the way they are in the picture right here. Like the chin on its place, like that, up the waist. Put it in its place, the elbows, just like that, the knees, and this. After that, click next. Character will start processing. Here you can check if everything is good and your character is moved properly. If okay, click next, then next, and you will have your character here. Now the animation that I did for the 4 hours montage, and I will do it for this tutorial too, it's a simple walking animation, nothing too crazy. So let's go here to the search and type walking. And as you can see, a bunch of different walking animation appear. So choose the one that you like. For me, it's gonna be this one. I'll choose this one. And as you can see, let's toggle the follow camera. The character is moving probably. So yeah, after you choose this, I'll go right here to get as many frames as I can with this animation. So I'll drag this all the way up to the left and this all the way up to the right. Now after doing that and you are happy with everything, go right here to download. Frames per second, for me it's gonna be 24, and make sure that it's with skin, not without skin, and press download. After the file is downloaded, go back to Blender, and right here we don't need that skin anymore. Press A on your keyboard to select all, then delete. Now go to File and Import and choose FBX. That's the file that we just downloaded from that site, and go from to where you saved that file. For me it's download walking.fbx and import it. Now as you can see, it's very small right here. You can see that. In case to fix that, click right here on Amateur and go to this cube right here and scale X, Y, and Z. Make them 1, 1, 1. And now here we are. So let's just press space on our keyboard. And yeah, As you can see, the skin is moving and it stopped after a while. But as you can see, the skin was just full white skin, like it has no checks on it and nothing. We will check search by hours there. So in case you do that, in my situation actually, if I click on the body, I can select the body part only. If I click on the helmet, as you can see, it's only the helmet highlighted, and same with the head. But in your case, it might be like that. You just select one full part of everything. In case you fix that, make sure that your skin is selected, and you can press tab on your keyboard, or you can go to object mode and switch it to edit mode. After you are in the edit mode, click outside the skin so that nothing gets selected, and go with your mouse over the helmet, or if you have a skin with hair or something, hover on top of it and press L on your keyboard, and as you can see, it selects full helmet, but still there's some missing part. We want to go on top of them again and press L. Same with that, L will go like this little chinky here, press L, and this whole chink L, also this L. Now after I've selected the hair of your skin, or in my case the helmet, press P on your keyboard and selection. Now do the same thing with the head, press L, these chinks, and like you can see, it's not selecting everything. You want to switch to this wireframe mode. Now you can see his siege and everything, so press L, make sure that everything is highlighted, and the eyes, L. Now as you can see, everything is selected. Let's go back to our mode and want to press P again and selection. Now you can press tab on your keyboard again, or you can switch back to the object mode from here, and you'll have it, each part you can select by yourself. So to check search, you will go up here to the shading tab, and now this thing will only work if you import the file that you downloaded from the website into the same file that you have your skin in it before. If you created a new file, this won't work. There's a way to do it that way, but it's complicated, and I want to keep this tutorial as simple as I can. So after you go to the shading tab, you want to click on the body, go to this little circle right here, and here you can see this is the code name of the skin, and you can see there's helmet, hair, head, and you might find body on your skin, but this skin, it doesn't have the right here, but this is the body success. Click on it, and as you can see, the body is succeed. Let's do the same with the head. He's actual head one, and same with the helmet. Now after you do the thing to all the shape parts, go back to the layout, and let's place on this thing right here. This is the bones. This is what makes the skin moves. We don't want it to stay like that. Press on it and go right here to this stickman here and change it from display as, I really don't know what this thing, to check, and also check this in front so that you can see the bones. Now we have our skin. He's moving, of course, but it's moving way too fast. We don't want him to move that fast. Click on this thing. As you can see, this is the keyframes where the skin moves. We want to make them slower, so make sure that you are on frame 1, and make sure that your mouse is right here on this timeline area, and press S on your keyboard and slow it however you want. For me, I will slow it twice, I think, so I will just S and 2, and as you can see, I will press play. Yeah, that look, I think I will slow it a little bit more. So I will do the same thing again, press S and 2 again. Now press space. Yeah, now we move like way too slow. So like as you can see, he stopped after the frame 149, and he's still after that. So I want to end like my scene at this frame. So I'll go to end right here and type 149. Now we have the skin, we have the working animation, we have everything good. Now we just need to add a camera to the scene. So you can add a camera by press Shift A and camera, just like that. So this is the camera. You can move it and put it in a position that you like that way. But for me personally, I like to go click on this camera view right here so that I get into the camera scene and go to view navigation and walk navigation. Click on that and you will move your camera like you do in the Fortnite airplane mode by moving your mouse and WASD. But for me, I have a shortcut for it. It's Shift F. In case you want to add a shortcut, you press the right click right here and you will see add shortcut right here. Click on it and use whatever shortcut you want. But for me, it's Shift F. Now as you can see, I'm just moving the mouse and the camera move. And I can move by using WASD. If I want to move faster, I'll click Shift and WASD. As you can see, it's moved very faster. If I want to move slower, I can click Alt and WASD, and it moves slow. So I'll put the camera right here. This looks nice, and as you can see, I have this active, so like whenever I do something, it's I caught the keyframes for it. One more thing I always do is I go right here to this little thing and I change it the resolution from 1920 by 1080 to 1920 by 815, so that like the render has black bars by itself. I don't have to add them in After Effects, and to see what the black marks will hide so that I don't show any part that I don't want to. Now, like as you can see, his head is cut, so I can adjust it just like that. Now we are good, and I want to go to the first frame. I don't want the camera to look like that, so I will press Shift F again and adjust the camera position. Not very much, just like that I get. And now let's press play. I'll like go to the middle edge here, adjust the camera again to face him, and just keep jumping between the keyframes and adjust the camera position to whatever you like. Now this is cool. So if you want to play the scene smoothly, you can always change the viewport to this part right here that has no textures in it, and it will play very smooth. So now let's take a look at our camera movement. So as you can see, it's a little bit choppy right here at this exact part. It's keep moving up and down way too fast. To fix that, you want to make sure that you are in the timeline area. Press A on your keyboard, then Shift, Alt and O. Now it have a keyframe on every little part. Now go to this clock logo right here and change it from timeline to graph editor. Now when you are in graph editor, you want to press Alt O and keep pressing it, and it will make the camera movement very smooth. Now let's switch back to timeline and let's play it and see how it looks. Now as you see, the camera doesn't move up and down really fast, it's barely energized, and that's what we want. So now we have the walking animation, we have the camera on the position. As you can see, everything is good, the skin is textured and all, but we don't have anything in the background, and when you end it won't look like that. If you want to see how your scene will look after you end it, you want to switch to this render tab right here. Now as you can see, the scene is very dark and you barely see anything, and we don't want the render to look like that. So in case you fix that, you can add light by yourself, or you can do the easy way, which is HDRI. You can click on the link on the description and it will send you to this page. This HDRI, it's the one that I use for the 4-hour montage challenge, and I will use it right here too. HDRI is basically a 360 picture with high dynamic range lighting or something like that. I don't know what they call it. They are very helpful to light your scene, and you can hide them or keep them in the background. But in our case, like this is a very beginner tutorial, we don't want to create our own building. It's more complicated thing, so we want to keep the building like those buildings actually, they look very nice as a background building. So scroll down. If you planning to hide the HDRI and use your own building, you can download this 1K resolution or 2K, but in our case we want to use the HDRI as our background, so I guess I will download the 4K. After you download it, go back to Blender and go right here to this wall thing, and here this color, like this yellow circle, click on it and choose environment texture. Now everything will turn out pink, don't worry. Click open and go to where you have your HDRI I downloaded and imported. Now as you can see, I imported the HDRI and the light on the skin right now, it's look very good, better than before, but like the background it's random. So to fix that, you want to go right here to this clock logo again and change it from timeline to shader editor. Now you can move this up a bit, and when you are in shader editor, go to this object part, change it from object to world. Now to do the thing, you need to have the Node Wrangler add-on activated. In case you do that, you go to edit, preferences, add-ons, and type Node Wrangler, and here it is. In case it will be like that, make sure to activate it, save preferences, and go back. Now click on this Shanghai Band 8K and click on your keyboard on Ctrl T. Now after you click on Ctrl T, you have this thing right here, which there's location, rotation, and all of that. In our case, we want to change the rotation on the Z. You can see, now I move it and the background move as well. So I will get those building right here. And as you can see, there's like the people down here. We don't want that to appear, of course. You can fix that by changing the X. It's like just like that. You can see now we only have the building. If the lighting is way too bright for you, you can turn down the scent right here. This looks good. Now let's go back to your timeline, make this down. Now this is good. Now you have probably everything that you need. You have your skin walking, the light, the background, everything. But we want to add now some depth of field. So go back to your first frame and make sure that you are selected your camera and go to this camera icon right here. And make sure to check depth of field. Now as you can see, some parts are blurry. Go down here to viewport display and make sure that you have limits checked. Now you can move your camera and you will see this thing right here. This thing is where the camera is focused. To adjust it, you can scroll this up or down. In our case, I will scroll it down until it's on the skin right here. And you want to click this little dot right here to put a keyframe, just like that. And the skin is moving to the camera. Let's go to the last frame and let's put that thing back on our skin, just like that. Now you can see it's get off sometimes, so you want to fix it manually. So let's get like here as an example. Let's move it. Let's go back a couple frames, move it back to the skin. Same thing right here. Just keep adjust it until it's stick with the same part for the whole animation. Okay, now after you make it focus on the skin, as you can see, let's change the background blurriness. Like this right here, it's cool, it's very good. So you can change the blur of the background by adjusting this. If you move it up, it will be less blurry, and if you move it down, it will be way more blur. So like it was in 2.8, which is good, but let's put a keyframe right here, because in the beginning we want to make it down a bit. Again, let's put it in 1.5. I guess this one cool. And as the skin is moving forward, it's like say at the same edge. Now this is very cool. And that's probably it. You literally just made your first JD animation. It's very easy and simple. And now to make it look a little bit better, let's go right here to this tab right here and we will mess with some settings. First, you need to activate this thing right here, as you can see. And you need to activate ambient occlusion, and you want to activate bloom to make the lights at the background glow a bit, but this is way too high. We want to adjust the setting of it, back the intensity down a bit. Now this looks better. And here you want to change the samples. The lower the samples are, the faster the render will take, and the higher are, the slower it will be, of course. And for me, I will put it at like 256 just for this tutorial, and go right here to output properties, and I will select a folder where I want to save this. So desktop, create a new folder, name it tutorial, get inside of it, accept, and you can choose the file format, AVI or PNG or JPEG. If you choose a video format, you can't pause the render at all. You need to wait from the start of the render until it finishes rendering. If you have a very good PC, that won't take that long, so you have no problem with that. But in my case and a lot of people's case, the ending took way too long, and they might want to pause it in the middle. So to do that, you need to have it as a picture format. It will render a bunch of pictures, but you can import them in Premiere Pro or After Effects as a video sequence. So in my case, I'll choose as PNG, RGB, color depth 16, and the compression 0. And that's it. You will click render right here and then the animation. So I will pause the recording right now so that my PC doesn't crash. I will end it and I will get back to you guys after I do that. The rendering is just finished, as you can see, just a bunch of pictures. If you render it as a video format, you will only have one file, but in my case there's just a bunch of pictures right here, and you can import them in your After Effects, Premiere Pro, or whatever editing software you use. Right click, import file. I'll just click on the first picture, and as you can see right here, this PNG sequence, make sure it's selected. Press import and they will import the whole thing. So I'll just create a new composition, call it tutorial 1920 by 1080, 24 frame, make it 6 seconds and 5 frames. Click OK. Now import the thing to your composition right here. As you can see, this is why I rendered as 1920 by 815, so that I already have this black bars and it takes less time in rendering than usual. And that's literally it. You can press play and you can see it render a bit, and your skin is moving, check the animation, everything. It's cool. It's very late. You can add a color correction, of course. Just like that. I will adjust the strength of it, like G. You can add sharpness, of course, if you want. Just like that. You have some contrast, some sharpness. That's literally it. You can add song or text, put it in the beginning of your montage. It's all yours. You can literally do anything that you want with it. That's all it takes to make your first 3D intro. It's really not that hard and not that complicated. It's just some basic stuff that you will do and you will have it like that. And yeah, that's really it. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video and learn something from it. I really hope that you follow along with me all the things that I was making and you did them too. And if you made any intro by following this tutorial, make sure to add me on Twitter or Instagram. I really want to see what you guys make from following this tutorial. And if you have any questions, make sure to ask them in the comments below. So yeah, make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace.